Hello YouTube and welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to enable Intel QuickSync. For those of you who do not know what QuickSync is, it is basically a video rendering technology that will work on all systems which contain Intel HD 3000 graphics processors and above. This takes load off of the rest of the system due to the fact that all of the video encoding is done on the graphics chip rather than the main CPU when this is enabled. So, to start off, if you are lucky and you already have all of the settings necessary, you could do one of these things. And that is, go to Open Broadcaster or whatever software it is you want to do it with, go to Settings, and then go to Encoding and switch it to QuickSync. And then you've got QuickSync, and it will run a lot better than X264, which is a very taxing encoder. Right, so if that option is grayed out for you, it could be for a number of reasons. One, it could be just simply having installed the device driver for the Intel graphics processor. So to check that and check if it is that reason, type in Device Manager into search on the Windows 7 Start menu or in Windows 10 search bar here, and then go to Device Manager. When you're in Device Manager, you should see like unknown devices listed. If you see an unknown device and it says like video controller or graphics controller or something of that sort, or even just unknown device, it may come up with that, then that may be the Intel graphics processor that has no drivers. If that's the case, you can simply go to Intel's website and download the driver that corresponds with the graphics chip inside your Intel processor. So you're going to have to look that up on the spec sheet. If you don't know what your processor is, go to File Explorer, press right click and press Properties, and then it says there processor Intel Core i5 3570K as it says here, or whatever desktop or laptop you have. Well, once you've installed the drivers, it should look something like that. So you have your normal graphics card, like I have in this system, AMD Radeon HD 7770, and then I have the Intel HD Graphics 4000 installed as well. Okay, so if that wasn't listed there for you, what do? Well, this could be for two reasons. One, your processor doesn't support QuickSync or Intel Integrated Graphics. Will support integrated graphics, just doesn't support QuickSync. So if that's the case, then sorry buddy, but you have to use normal X264, or if you've got an NVIDIA card you can use the NVIDIA encoding option. Or it could just be like it was for me, that your the setting in your BIOS wasn't enabled. So you need to enable a setting so it allows it to enable both GPUs, your graphics card and the Intel integrated graphics card. A lot of motherboards will just disable it. As soon as you plug in a graphics card, it just doesn't execute the Intel integrated graphics chip. So, if that's the case, or you want to check that, shut your computer down, so power, shut down, and then you need to boot to your BIOS. So I'll meet you when the computer's shut down, and I'll be using my phone. Sorry, I haven't got a better camera for that. Okay, so now we are shut the computer down. The first thing is to turn your computer on and press the BIOS key that your computer uses. So mine's delete, so I power the computer on, and then mash delete while the computer's posting. There you go. And now it should go straight into the BIOS screen. Now you are in the BIOS screen. This may look different to you. You may not have a mouse, but luckily I've got a decent motherboard, so I've got a mouse. If you haven't got a mouse, you just got to find the settings. So go into your BIOS settings. It's the same sort of setting. Go to whatever advanced. It'll be different, maybe different for you, and find something like Intel graphics configuration. In here, you don't want to touch the initiate graphics adapter. Don't mess with that, because what will happen is if you change that from PEG to the other option, then what will happen is it will start initiating your CPU's integrated graphics instead of your graphics card. And then you'd have to go back into the BIOS and plug your cable into your integrated GPU to be able to switch it back to that setting, so it's a bit hassle. So what you really want to do is find something called IGD multi-monitor. So this is the common option, you want to enable this, which means it will enable the graphics processor in the Intel processor that you have. And then when you go onto the desktop, you're going to install the drivers, and you'll have 2 of them listed. It may not say this. It may just say like enable or disable Intel integrated graphics. You want to enable it if it's just a blank black and white option. But if it's something like this, you just want to enable IGD multi-monitor. Then you want to exit your BIOS. Your computer will shut down for a brief second, and then it will turn itself back on if you're changing graphics, the device configuration settings, obviously. And I'll meet you back at the desktop. So once you're back at your desktop, you should have to install the display drivers. So go to Device Manager again. Now, with Windows 10, I should say with Windows 7 and 8, probably is Windows 8, but not Windows 7. You should see an unlisted device here, like say that video controller, unknown device. Right-click it, and then it will give you an option to like check for drivers online or something like that, or get driver for me, something of that sort. And then it should detect the drive, and it will just install it. If not, I recommend doing this anyway. Go to Intel's website and download the graphics driver for your computer. So I can't post a link because I don't know what integrated graphics GPU you have. Like I said, guys, if you don't know what graphics processor you have, then you can press Start, right-click File Explorer or Computer if you're using Windows 7. Press Properties, and you can find here your processor name. So just take that processor name, search the spec sheet for it on Intel's website, and then it will tell you what graphics processor you have. Okay, as long as you have 3000 graphics or above, I believe it will work fine. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. For any of you that are interested, here is some gameplay footage recorded using QuickSync.